Namaskaram. In this Agni initiative, we are going to explore all about Ekadashi and how you can benefit by fasting on this particular day. So Ekadashi is the 11th day in the lunar cycle, and Ekadashi comes once in 14 days. So traditionally it was considered that fasting on this day can bring tremendous benefits to the person who attempts fasting. So how can this benefit, and what is the science behind this? Let's look at this. So Sadhguru was mentioning about this, that there are a few days in a mandala. A mandala means with a period of 40 to 48 days. So there are at least 3 days in a mandala where, if you are aware about your own body, you will see that you will not require food on those days. And if you become aware of these days when the body does not demand food, and if you can go without food on those days, then it can bring a tremendous sense of health and well-being to your system. And eating food on those days when your body is not demanding food is not a good thing to do. So since people didn't have this awareness, traditionally they fixed this day called as Ekadashi, which comes once in 14 days in the lunar cycle. So the simplest way in which you can make use of this is by fasting every Ekadashi. So at the Isha center, how this fast is kept is that, for example, if tomorrow is Ekadashi, then tonight you have dinner and you do not have anything after that, and you break your fast tomorrow by having dinner. So basically you are fasting for 24 hours. And during this period you can have water. Water is not an issue, but you can avoid everything else. So this is the ideal way to fast, and that's how it's kept at the Isha Yoga Center. But if this is something which is difficult for you, if you're not able to sustain with just water, then it's recommended to have something which is lighter to digest. For example, fruits. You can go on a fruit diet. So you can have fruits, and if you wish, you can also have like ashgard juice. Ashgard, as you know, is a highly positive pranic substance, so you can even have ashgard juice. And if you also know about amla or nelekai or the Indian gooseberry, that is also very beneficial on fasting days. If you can chew on a amla for about 3-4 hours, if you can chew on an amla, you will see that it can keep hunger at bay. Because what happens is, when you are fasting, it can happen that your digestive juices can come into play, and then for some people it may cause issues. So if you put puli in the stomach or sourness in the system, like for example when you chew on an amla, then this is happening, then this can be taken care of. So if you wish, you can make use of this support. You can chew on an amla, especially on Ekadashi days. Otherwise, if you can just manage, if you're fine without this, it's perfectly fine to just stay with water. So if you're completely fine in terms of your health, if you don't have any major chronic ailments, and if you're not dependent on any stimulants, if you have not been abusing your body with any nervous stimulants like tea, coffee, alcohol, if you're not been abusing your body with these stimulants regularly, then you'll notice that fasting will be something which you can do quite easily. But if you have been abusing your body with a lot of nervous stimulants, then it may be difficult for you to fast. So it's good that you prepare your system sufficiently so that you can attempt fasting easily. So there are many ways you can prepare your system. You can see how to adapt a yogic diet by eating foods which are beneficial and which are easy to digest, by eating at least 50% raw food, by chewing each morsel at least 24 times. So you can go through the previous Agni initiatives for more details about that. And if you implement all these initiatives and prepare your body sufficiently, you will see that maybe it's difficult for you to fast for the first time, but over a period of time, once you attempt to fast every Ekadashi, you will notice that it will become much easier for you to fast. And how do you break the fast on Ekadashi? So even when you are breaking the fast, it's suggested that you have a lighter dinner on Ekadashi. and you can go for, for example, you can go for fruits, you can go for porridges like kanji, or something which is lighter on the stomach, even boiled vegetables, or something on those lines which is lighter on the stomach. So we will share the link with you in terms of suggested Ekadashi menu at the Isha Center, what they have been following. So we can even share the link with you in the description below, so you can go through that. So anyone can make use of this. There's no age limit. If you are able to do this fast and follow all these guidelines, then this is something you can make use of. And some people have this question that can they continue the fast by breaking the fast on the next day? Instead of having dinner on Ekadashi night, can they break their fast the subsequent day by having the meal in the morning? So that's also okay if you wish to do that. If you can sustain for more than 24 hours, and if you wish to do that, means completely not even eat on have dinner on Ekadashi, so that's also fine. And some people have this question that can they even skip water for 24 hours. So that's something, again, this is not something which Sadhguru specifically mentioned not to have water, but if it comes to you like this, that very naturally you can do without water, and effortlessly you can stay without that, you don't feel the need for drinking water, then it should be fine. But it's not necessary for you to push your system to reach this state. And it's very important that you fast consciously, especially if you are doing the yogic practices which you have learned. You will see that fasting will be much more easier for you. Especially a lot of people have told us that just on Ekadashi day they find fasting very effortless. So it's very important to continue doing your sadhana. That will make fasting much more easier. And also, this is not the day to take rest and to just sit at home and not do anything physical activity because you're fasting. So this is not just an opportunity for you to cleanse your system. Fasting has tremendous health benefits, and nowadays a lot of research is happening, and where people have understood the benefits of fasting. They have understood why it's as important to not eat and give your body a break on certain days, just as how important it is to eat in the right manner. So not eating food is as important as eating the right food. So they have understood this, and nowadays there's a huge topic of discussion going on about intermittent fasting, which means giving the body enough gap, having at least 10 to 12 hours gap between two meals, and doing this regularly. So this was something which was intuitively known, because people they observe their own systems. Yogis observed their own system and understood that it's very important to give the body a break on certain days. So Ekadashi was very much a part of our tradition, in the yogic tradition and culture. And even if you have grandparents at home, you must have noticed that on Ekadashi they usually fast. But this awareness is gradually diminishing, so it's time we bring this back, and all of you can see if you can make use of this day and fast. And as we looked at, it's important that you continue doing your activity, because this is not only an opportunity for your health and well-being, but also for you to grow spiritually. So one more important benefit of fasting is that it can strengthen you tremendously. For example, if you're fasting and you still go through all the activity which you need to do, whether it's your work, office, home, or whatever else you're doing, if you can continue with that and not give it a break and still do it in spite of being on a fast, you will see that this will strengthen you tremendously. When people, when you see that food is in front of you and still you are able to keep up this commitment of not having food, it will strengthen you tremendously in many ways. And most importantly, it's also important for you to feel, to know what it means to be hungry, because as you know, so many people in this world are not even able to have 2 square meals a day, and it's important for us at least to feel for them and to understand that what it is to be hungry. So Ekadashi has many benefits, so it's not just for your health and well-being. That can definitely happen, but it can be a huge opportunity for you to grow spiritually. So please make use of this opportunity. And we also have a support system for those who want to make use of this. We have a WhatsApp broadcast group where we send reminders about Ekadashi a few days before, and we also support people if they have any queries about Ekadashi on how to fast, and also by sharing experiences of different people on how they have fasted. This has inspired many people to start fasting who have never ever fasted before. So we have this support group. We'll share the link how to join this broadcast list in the description below, so you can make use of this if you wish to. Along with this, we also send daily yogic updates which can benefit you. So see how you can make use of this and fast on this particular day. Namaskar.
If you eat food and your body feels very agile and alive, that means it's good food, body is liking it. If you eat something, it feels dull, that means it's not liking it, it's having difficulty with it, that's why it feels dull.
Namaskaram. For those of you looking to explore about food in depth, we also have an online program on food called as Ahar. So we have a website called as ahar.yogire.com which will have more details about this program. If you are looking to grow on the path of yoga, then food is as important as sadhana. So it's very important that you see what kinds of foods to eat which can assist you in this inner journey, and more importantly also how to eat. So we'll be looking at this in depth in this online program, and this can be done from the comfort of your home. From wherever you are, you can log in and do this program. So if you wish to explore this in depth, please log into our Ahar website and you can see if this is something which can help you take a step towards your inner growth. And we hope that the simple process of eating can also become a stepping stone towards your ultimate well-being. Thank you so much. Namaskaram.